Ryan Jarrell here for LowKick MMA, and my next guest is the founder of Rap-A-Lot Records. And of course, it is Jay Prince himself. How are you, sir?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for the time. A lot to get to here today. We're obviously going to talk about combat sports. I want to talk some hip hop, but first, I know you have a new product that's out now. I was looking at the pictures of it the other day, Loyalty Wines, and it looks really fantastic. Tell me a little bit about this.
Hey, man, I got Loyalty Wine. I got the Champagne. I got the Rosé with Cabernet and Merlot. I'm excited about this new collection I have called Royalty. It was inspired, man, a few years ago. I saw a doctor by the name of Dr. Red Duke, and he was talking about the health benefits where wine is concerned. You know, how it was good for your heart, good for your blood flow, you know, the antioxidants that's in the grapes. And I was led to pursue the wine industry, even went to Napa Valley and looked at the vineyards and different things out there. And it brought me to the day, man. And I came up with the name Loyalty because what better way to celebrate anything that's, you know, that's good, whether it's a Super Bowl, whether it's a marriage, you know, any form of success, you know, can't be done without some loyalty and dedication in the mix of it.
I love that. That's the perfect name. Do you have a favorite of those four? The Rosé looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, you know, I like that cab. You know what I mean? I'm like a little partial toward cab because that's where the darker grapes are, and I'd be looking for that extra health kick that I need.
Good enough. Well, I'm on the East Coast. Where can I find this? Are they? Is it making its way out here right now, or is it just out in the West Coast?
Yeah, no, it's definitely making its way out there. I think on the 21st it should be there, but prior to that, you can order it. There's a link on my Instagram, J Prince Respect, and there's also a Loyalty Wine Instagram where you can order as well.
Very good. Well, I'll definitely be on the lookout for that, and I'm gonna have to try this out for myself. It looks fantastic. So congratulations on that. I do want to dive into this whole combat sports world. You're really getting into that. Tell me, what are your boxing plans here moving forward? I know you're in Vegas right now for the Stevenson fight.
Yeah, well, you know, my boxing plans is I'm trying to build a stable full of champions in every weight division. You know what I mean? That's a goal of mine. And of course, I want to like diversify the marketing outside of the normal box of boxing. And you can see a lot of that taking place, you know, with under the new Mike Tyson and Roy Jones fight card. You know, the diversity in the marketing was really interesting to me. And I love the fact of intertwining, you know, the best of both of those worlds.
What did you think of the Tyson Jones Jr. card, specifically the main event? And then I want to ask you about some of the other stuff. But let's start with Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr.
It was entertaining, you know, with a group of guys in their 50s. I was glad that they was able to leave out of the ring like they went in the ring. And yeah, it was fun to watch.
What did you think of, you know, I'm a huge basketball guy. Nate Robinson, he's my guy, man. I'm a Celtics fan. I loved having him on my team. I didn't like seeing him getting KO'd like that. What was your take on that? And what do you think of these Paul brothers here moving forward?
Well, I mean, they come with boxing, with fighting. You know what I mean? And you got to be careful what you ask for. But by the same token, it's a level playing field when you get in that ring and everybody got two hands. I like the movement that the brothers are doing. You know what I mean? I love the diversity that they bring into the sport. And I think a lot can be accomplished, you know what I mean, with what they bring into the table. So that's like a new form of tea or whatnot that's really tasteful, and I'm looking forward to figuring out how I can have a taste of that.
Okay, fair enough. Now, one of the all-time, you know, pound-for-pound greats in boxing is obviously Floyd Mayweather Jr., and he's going to be fighting Logan Paul here soon. I mean, I just think this is going to be an absolute massacre. I could understand, Floyd Mayweather when he fought Conor McGregor. I can see the hype behind that, and Conor's an elite athlete himself. But I mean, give me your take on this one, because I just feel like Floyd is just going to be doing what he does best and just getting that money.
Well, that's what, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, getting that money. But I mean, Floyd is getting up in age right now, and he fighting a guy. I mean, it's like advantages and disadvantages on both ends. He's getting up in age. He's a smaller guy. The other guy is a younger guy, and he a bigger guy. So you never know. One thing about Father Time is waiting on all of us, and you just never know when it's gonna show. I never saw Roy Jones I saw the other night. Never in life. You know what I mean? That was a different Roy Jones. And I understand what Time would do, because my game ain't good as it used to be. So keep on living.
Yeah, that makes the two of us. What is your current, relationship right now with Floyd Mayweather?
But we and Floyd good. Floyd is like my little brother. You know what I mean? We still communicate. We good.
That's good to hear. So hopefully maybe, be able to see you guys together, embracing and smiling for some pictures at some point soon.
Oh yeah, we do that all the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we take pictures and kick it and laugh. And he called me to encourage me, vice versa. So a lot of it don't reach the press, but yeah, we do that. He was at my house, a few months ago, playing ping pong with me. So it's all good.
Did you beat him?
Well, he won. Yeah, he won that one, but to be continued.
Okay, he's a competitive guy, I'm sure. Let's talk about just the stable of fighters that you currently have on your roster.
Oh man, I have quite a few fighters on my roster. Shakur Stevenson, Jared Alexander, new heavyweight. Really, really excited about him. He's one got Tyson Fury ready for his card. Have Duke Reagan, the new amateur, Tucker, Jaheed Tucker, a new amateur, 17 years old, Mozzie, 17 years old. I have Cash Flow. He's getting ready to fight in February. I have quite a few. F.A., my heavyweight. I have Tony Yoka, my heavyweight gold medalist from Paris. Waiting on Big Baby. He's suspended, but he'll be coming back soon. Joshua Greer. Oh, man, the list goes on and on, man. The list goes on and on. I know I'm forgetting somebody, but, I love them.
Hey, that's a fantastic list right there. How do you see this fight with Stevenson shaking out?
Oh, I think we'll be victorious. I don't know how he gonna go in there and dissect this guy, but I've been out here in training camp with him for 3 weeks, and he's looking extremely sharp, and he's looking forward to taking over that 130-pound division and moving to the 35 real soon. So we be there. Everybody needs to be on standby. We're gonna be knocking at the door shortly.
Have you entertained the idea of maybe eventually getting into MMA? I mean, because that's a very fast growing sport itself. Is that something that's on your radar?
I thought about it. I love to see those guys in action, but I hadn't embraced any of the business opportunities yet, but it is in the back of my mind.
All right, that's good to hear. Now, there's been a lot of GOAT talk this year, as I'm sure you're well aware of. LeBron James won his fourth ring. He's chasing Michael Jordan, which a lot of people feel is the greatest of all time. When you look at, I guess, combat sport athletes in general, like, who do you think is the greatest of all time? And do you have like a Mount Rushmore that stands out to you?
When it comes to comeback, I mean, the greatest of all time is the one who said he was the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? I think he came up with that name. And it's hard for anybody to argue with that, because he's the greatest of all time in the ring and outside of the ring. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my man.
If you had three other guys to put up on that Mount Rushmore, who would they be?
Greatest of all time. You know, I definitely would have to put Floyd in there. You know what I mean? I mean, in this generation, you know, Floyd, Andre Ward, you know, those are my guys as well. Let's see, if I go back in the day, man, who else other than Ali? Sugar Ray Robinson, man. You know what I mean? Big respect to Sugar Ray Robinson. So, yeah, all of those guys was extraordinary.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Outside of combat sports, do you get into any other sports? I mean, I know you're Houston native, that area. Are you a Rockets fan? Like, do you get into basketball a lot?
Yeah, I check the Rockets out. You know what I mean? I love the back in the day Rockets versus the right now Rockets. You know, when Elijah one was there, Drexler, you know, all of those guys. But yeah, I watch sports. I watch all sports. So yeah, I love the games.
Let me ask you this: if Jordan never retired in the middle of his career to go chase baseball, obviously there was that horrific, tragedy with his father. Do you think those Rockets would have won those two chips? Do you think Michael would have maybe won 8 straight?
In the 90s, right?
Yes,
What was
sir.
that, 95 and 96? What year was that?
94 and 95.
Okay. Yeah, that's man, you can't count Jordan out, man. You know what I mean? I would be lying if I said that I thought the Rockets, yeah, he would have had something to say about that. Let's just put it that way. He would have had something to say about that. And it's a major saying when he speaks.
Also, hip hop. I know you're a huge influence in that industry right here. And I grew up. Reggie Noble was my favorite rapper. When you look at all-time rappers, like who do you feel like are the ones that stand out to you? Obviously, you got the the Tupacs, the Biggies, the Jay-Z's, Scarface. Obviously, I'm very fond of him. Who do you feel like are the greatest rappers of all time?
I mean, those are my guys. You just said, most of them. Of course, UGK, Bun B, and Pimp C. I will put them in there as well. But those are like my top 5, man. Yeah, I mean, I love all the other guys, but yeah, them guys is at the top of my list.
Very good. When is the Jay Prince movie coming out? That's got to be coming out at some point soon, right?
Yeah, man, it's in the work. We are just trying to, figure some things out. But I'm excited about that. I heard that Denzel Washington's son want to play me, so that was kind of good to hear. And we're gonna see. It's a matter of time. We're gonna see.
That is very, very cool. Now, a book that you have, The Art of Science and Respect. For anyone that hasn't read it yet, can you just tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, that book is about my wins, my losses, everything that happened in between. It's my life story, my struggles, my victories. It's an inspirational piece that I wanted to put out there for everybody that dream big. Everybody that want to become something. I think they're gonna be able to relate to my book in some aspect. You know what I mean? Definitely the ones that's from where I'm from. The ones that don't have anything and have to figure out how to turn nothing into something. And then those that, have different things. It's just so many gems and different good ingredients for anybody that like to win to read. You know what I mean? An inspirational project that has been selling so well. Self-published it, and man, unbelievable how the book is doing.
That's fantastic. You clearly are a very successful entrepreneur. Tell me, how has the pandemic affect you? I mean, you've got a lot of different things going on. Has it affected your ability to do everything that you need to do and want to do?
Yeah, it definitely, I think everybody that lives in this world is affected in some aspect or another where the pandemic is concerned. But I've made the adjustments that's necessary, and I'm glad that they have this vaccination on the way, because I think it's going to save a lot of lives, and I hope that it saves a lot of lives. But I'm not going to be one of the first ones to take it, but I'm going to be watching from the bench.
You and me both. I was told to ask you if you're in a good mood, and you seem to be in a good mood to me. Any chance we can get a preview of the Drake Pusha T diss track?
No, that's water under the bridge, man.
Okay.
I made that go away, you know what I mean, because it was the right thing to do. And we trying to, you know, focus on our movement and lead the moment situations along.
Absolutely. Well, we very much appreciate you taking the time to join us here today. I know the combat sports world is excited with everything that you're doing with your boxers that are, you know, really coming up, and a lot of great things here in 2021. Before I let you go, I just want to give you the floor. If there's anything you want to plug or any social media you want to plug, the floor is yours.
Hey, I want everybody these holidays to celebrate the holidays with a toast of loyalty. You know what I mean? It's important to celebrate loyalty at the table or wherever it may be, because, you know, we know what got us where we are. There had to be some loyalty in the look. So drink and be merry, in moderation, of course.
Absolutely. Thank you again for the time, sir. Very much appreciate it. Have a great Christmas, and I'm sure we'll be talking again down the line.
All right, my brother.